Now, for our next story, I want to begin by asking, who made the United States of America police of the world? I ask this because the United States has recently imposed sanctions on 3 Indian firms for allegedly engaging in illicit trade with Iran. You heard that right. On Thursday, the United States, in a coordinated effort with the UK and Canada, launched a new wave of sanctions on Iran. It's part of a broader effort to target Iran's drone and missile industries in the aftermath of the Iranian attack on Israel earlier this month. The sweeping effort targets over a dozen entities, individuals, as well as vessels used to support the manufacture and sale of Iran's drones, as well as tankers used to transport oil. Simply put, the West is trying to punish Iran with these sanctions. In an official statement, the US Department of Treasury said, I'm quoting here, these companies, individuals and vessels have played a central role in facilitating and financing the clandestine sale of Iranian UAVs to Russia's war in Ukraine. Now, which Indian companies have been affected by the latest sanctions? 3 Indian companies have been affected. They are Zen Shipping, Port India Private Limited and Sea Art Ship Management, OPC Private Limited. Their crime? For supporting Sahara Thunder, a company that relies on a vast shipping network involved in sale and shipment of Iranian commodities on behalf of Iran's Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Logistics to multiple jurisdictions that includes the People's Republic of China, Russia and Venezuela. Hitting out at Iran, the United States said that its Ministry of Defense continues to destabilize the region and world with its support to Russia's war in Ukraine, unprecedented attack on Israel, and proliferation of UAVs, as well as other dangerous military hardware to terrorist proxies. The sanctions follow the United States' warnings. Earlier this month, Washington warned that it would impose new sanctions on Iran, following its retaliatory attack on Israel. But these sanctions are not new. The United States has always taken such measures against entities that it deems to be violating its sanctions on Iran. In fact, the United States has been imposing sanctions on Iran since 1979, and the scope and severity of these sanctions have only increased over time. This has led to a situation where the United States has effectively isolated Iran from the global economy, making it difficult for the Islamic Republic from engaging in legitimate trade and commerce. The recent sanctions are part of a broader effort by the United States, to put pressure on Iran and its trading partners. But here's the thing. These sanctions have negatively affected entities in business. Critics argue that these actions are not only unfair, but also counterproductive, as they harm businesses and individuals who are merely trying to engage in legitimate trade. Businesses in India have the right to choose their business partners. It's not the responsibility of any other country to dictate or influence these decisions. For instance, while the United States may not have cordial relations with Iran, India does. New Delhi has a good relationship with Tehran. Similarly, India also has good relations with Washington. But it does not try to control whom the United States does business with. You do not see India imposing sanctions on US businesses. Then is it fair for the United States to act as the moral compass of the world? For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.